Blessings, 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 my sports to the bone family. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for tuning in. So we have two stories to take a look at in this one. First, we see where West Indies head coach Daren Sammy is saying that he wants the team to get off to a winning start in their series against Ireland. We also see where Barbados Prime Minister Mottley, was saying that Roston Chase's appointment as test captain is a reflection of Barbados cricket leadership. So we'll explore that story some more. Let's give a listening ear until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, let's get into it. Let's start off with West Indies head coach Daren Sammy. So I am taking this one from the Sportsmax website. The headline says, Sammy eyes winning start as West Indies kick off tour in Ireland. I'll read a couple of lines from the article and then I'll get down into what Sammy was saying. So the article starts, West Indies head coach Daren Sammy is hopeful his team can launch their 2025 international campaign on a winning note as they gear up for the first of 3 one-day internationals against Ireland in Dublin. The series is set to bowl off on May 21 and continues on the 23rd of May and May 25th, right before the team travels to England for another 3 ODIs and 3 T20 internationals. Now, fresh off their first training session, Darren Sammy had a few things to say as it relates to the players. So this is Daren Sammy now, and I quote, "First of all, it's good to be back on the job. We haven't played since December, so it is good to be in Ireland now, having our first practice and seeing the guys eager to go. Our mission hasn't changed. Everything we've been building since 2023 is toward the 2027 World Cup. So we are still on that quest. There are little steps that we have to take to get there, and this assignment against Ireland is one." End quote for now. So Darren Sammy reminding us that there's a bigger picture there, right? They are working towards the big picture, and going up against Ireland is just a part of that. You understand? So we'll face Ireland. Hopefully we can win that series. Go up against England. Hopefully we can win that series to build some momentum as we continue our campaign, to the next to the ODI World Cup in 2027. So Sammy went on to say, and I quote, "They are a team that has been very competitive over the years, especially against us. So we are not taking anything for granted in their own conditions. So it's good that we got here early to get acclimatized. And so far, I love what I see in the nets." All right, end quote for now. Now, just to remind you, Romare Shepherd, Sheffy and Rutherford, who were originally named as a part of the squad, they have been replaced. We see John Campbell and Jedediah Blades have been called up. And I see where a couple of people have been asking about Shamar Joseph. In the interview that I saw with Darren Sammy, I think it was yesterday or the day before, when he announced the replacement, he said the rest of the squad remains the same. So I would assume that even though reports are going out that Shamar will be staying in India, I am assuming that he will be joining the squad. But we have to wait and see because, the information is coming from all over the place. So we have to wait and see. Now, this is Sammy again, and I quote, "Looking at these 2 tours, it gives us an opportunity to see other players. We'll miss Sheffane. He was one of our ODI players of the year, and his contributions at number 5 were tremendous. But it gives us an opportunity to see someone else in that position until they come back," right? Talking about the other players also. This squad is packed with all-rounders who bring different skills, with players like Matthew Ford, Justin Greaves, and others who can cover that position for Romare Shepherd, right? He was talking about Shepherd also. Personally, I like to have 1 or 2 all-rounders in my team, especially if it's not T20. When it comes on to ODI and Test cricket, if you have a 1 or 2 all-rounders in the squad, I have no problems, right? My issue is when we start pack the squad with all-rounders, You know, this is my thing with all-rounders. If you're going to pack the squad with all-rounders, they should be good enough to make the team as a batsman or as a bowler. You know, you're looking at people like, you're right, when people like Jason Waller, when he was performing, you understand, if you want to talk about um, actual out and out all-rounder, look at people like Ben Stokes and, you know, Jack Callister. You know, that is the type, those are the type of all-rounders I like. They can pull their weight as a batsman in the squad and as a bowler. Not necessarily in the squad because they can catch up a little work here, catch up a little work there. But I understand, you know, replacing Romario Shepherd is not easy. And Matthew Ford, I can understand us wanting him to do that job. He has shown that he has the ability with bat and ball. And Justin Greaves, he has also shown that, you know, especially in the red ball format. So let us see how that goes. Daren Sammy went on to say, and I quote, "We're here to win. We have made home our fortress in the Caribbean in the ODI format. So we are looking to get wins overseas as well." Right? This is our first series of 2025 and 2025, and Ireland, like I said, is very competitive and they are at home, but we have the confidence that we can come here and win the series against them, end quote. So that is Coach Darren Sammy there, my people, letting us know that he is ready, the team is ready, and they want to go out there and secure a victory. All right, let us finish off by talking a little bit about our newly appointed Test captain, Roston Chase. I am here on the Sportsmax website and I am seeing where the headline that I'm looking at says Mottley hails Chase's Test captaincy as reflection of Barbados cricket leadership. Right, so the article starts and it says Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley has welcomed Roston Chase's appointment as West Indies Test captain, which she views as a proud reflection of Barbados' enduring leadership in regional cricket. So let me give you exactly what she's saying. And I quote, "Today we witness history. Roston Chase, a humble son of the soil, is now the 10th Barbadian to captain the West Indies team. An extraordinary milestone, not just for him, but for every Barbadian who lives in discipline, dignity, and quiet determination." End quote for now. All right. She goes on to say, Barbados has always shown leadership and dependability. Roston Chase stands tall among these giants. Not a flashy player, but one who quietly goes about his work. A man of effort, of persistence, of belief. In many ways, he represents the best of who we are. Working hard, staying grounded, and trusting that reward comes not with noise, but with resolve. All right, she closed off by saying, "And what a story Barbados continues to write. 3 West Indies Test captains back to back. That is no coincidence. That is character. That is commitment. That is culture of cricket in this country." End quote. So Roston Chase there getting some nice words from his prime minister. You know, it's always good when you achieve something. You know, not only, and in a job like this, he's not only representing Barbados, he's representing the entire Caribbean. So I would imagine it's a good feeling, you know, to have your prime minister come out and speak like that on your behalf. So once again, congratulations to Roston Chase, and, you know, shout out to the prime minister for coming out and showing support to Roston Chase. Gonna leave it right there. Big up.